What's up, YouTube world? My name is Kevin McLeod, and welcome to another episode of The Man That Never Walked In. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about parenthood. You know, I'm currently a father. I have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Ayana. She's at the age of 3. And I'm not going to lie, when I first became a parent, it was just so weird, you know? This is mine. This is my own child, you know? It was scary. Nights I couldn't sleep, nights I couldn't really eat because I was just so worried. Like, you know, it's not just me I have to worry about. You know, I have a daughter to take care of now, and I got scared. And my biggest fear was, I said, man, I don't want to become a deadbeat. I don't want to become that father that one minute he's there in his child's life, and then the next minute he's not there anymore. You know, I was real fearful. I was nervous. I was timid. I just didn't know what to do. You know, I was at such a young age. Well, I was, 20, 22. You know, that's not too young for some people, but for me, that was a young age. I didn't know what to do. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take care of my child the best way I can. And I always make sure she had food to eat, clothes to put on her back. You know, I worked my butt off. You know, when I used to work in the oil field, drilling oil out of ground up in North Dakota, like I would work 3 months straight, you know, 14, 16-hour days, you know, coming home, eating, going to sleep, waking up, doing the same thing. But I didn't mind doing it because I was doing it for her. You know, I was doing it for my family. And after a while, things got easier. So for all you new parents out there, just know that everything's going to be okay. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. And I may not know your situation. You may not have a job. You know, you may not have the transportation to get to and from, to get her to daycare or him to daycare, or wherever the case may be in your situation. But just know, when you pray to God, God will supply you mentally, physically, and emotionally, so you can take care of that child. And you know, for the people that had a child at a young age, you know, my mother had me when she was 16 years old, and she did a great job of taking care of me, you know, her and my father. So you make mistakes, man, you know, whether you have a baby at 15 or whether you have a baby at 40, and no one can judge you because you had a baby at such a young age. We all make mistakes, but at the end of the day, don't throw away your child, or don't give your child to someone else. Take care of the responsibility, because children are such a beautiful thing, man. My daughter, like I said, she's 3 now. She's so intelligent, she's so smart, and I'm just thankful and I'm grateful that she's a healthy child, you know, that she is smart and she is intelligent. And that's why I've been praying for this whole time. And if you're currently pregnant right now, you know, one of the greatest things you can do is pray for your kid while they're still in the womb. You know, pray to God that everything, you know, that the pregnancy goes well, that your child is healthy, you know, has a healthy hair, teeth, wherever the case may be, all limbs. You know, you want to pray over your child so everything will be all right. And you know, as a first-time parent, like, I was just so protective. You know, at the age of 2, I didn't want my daughter to go outside and play. I didn't want her playing with other kids. If she would fall, I would panic. You know, it's just a first-time thing as a parent. So when you go through that, you know, it's normal, you know, for you to be so caring and so worried about your first child. It's normal. So don't feel like, oh my goodness, I'm just an overprotective parent. No, it's not the case. It's just your first child, you know, and it's a loving experience. It's something that you want to share with the world. You want to share with other people. Like, man, I am a parent. That's something to be so proud of, you know. And also, it makes you work harder. It makes you grind, and it pushes you to be something that you didn't even know that you were. You know, when I had my daughter, yeah, I was scared and I was nervous, but I said, you know what, I'm going to work my behind off. And I made a promise to her. I'll never forget it. When she first was born, I held her in my arms and I said, no matter what, I'll never leave your side. And I plan to keep that promise, you know, because she's my everything. She's the reason I work so hard. I make all these videos, you know, the reason I grind. She's my everything. And kids are such a beautiful thing. And if you're someone like me, when I first had my daughter, honestly, I didn't have patience, you know. Before you have kids, you need to ask yourself, how much patience do you have? Because your patience will be tested, you know. And I'm thankful that I had a healthy daughter and she was able to sleep all through the night. But you got some babies, they don't sleep through the night. They may sleep 2 or 3 hours and then they're up, you know. There's some nights where she slept 2 or 3 hours and she was up most of the night. But, you know, we got through it. You know, me and her mother, we got through it together. And it was tough for the both of us. You know, it's something, you know, both 2 young people don't know anything, you know, making wrong decisions, you know, as young people do, but we got through it. and we matured a lot from it, and we learned a lot from it. And that's why I want you people to know, whoever's out there are currently about to be new parents or who are new parents right now, don't be afraid. And I know I'm making this video for someone out there because you are afraid. You're afraid of the world. You're afraid, how am I going to take care of this child? Everything's going to be okay. You got to stay strong. But you can't panic, because what you have to realize is now that baby, he or she can't protect themselves. They can't feed themselves. They can't clothe themselves. So you have to do it. So you have to be brave. You have to say, you know what? I'm going to do this for my child. I'm going to take care of my responsibility as a man or a woman, and everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be fine. Trust me, I've been through it. So I know how it feels. I know that sense of panic, that sense of, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? I know the feeling. I know. But as long as you got God, everything's going to be all right. And kids are so beautiful, man. I want 2 or 3 more children, if God spared my life. Hey, the Bible says be fruitful and multiply. So I actually want a set of twins too. Now that I think about it, I love kids, man. At first I didn't have the patience for them, but I really love kids, and I love having a family. It means a lot to me. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. It pushes me to be greater, to be the greatest that I've ever been. It really motivates you if you allow it. And for the fathers who are not there, and for the mothers who are not there, I don't know your current situation. I'm not that person to sit there, oh my goodness, you're not taking care of your child. What kind of person are you? No, because I don't know what you're going through. But all I'm going to say is not too late. Go be in your child's life, man. I don't know what you're struggling with, but with God created the earth, the moon, and the stars. And you mean tell me you don't think he can help your issues? Come on. Be there for your kid. Because if you don't be there for your child, then when your child has a child, then most likely he or she probably won't be there for them. And then it's just going to keep repeating itself. So be there for your kids and love them. It's just something for y'all to think about. I may not know you, but I love all of you. And as my favorite quote goes, God is love and love is God. Thank you.